When you spit truth, you get hate for it because the truth hurts the fake. And Kevin Samuels was one of those people, one of those prophets, one of those godfathers that was spitting the truth for pretty much almost every genre. People just see him for just women, talking to women and men and dating advice, but he spat the truth in anything and everything he spoke about. He spoke about way more than just women and men, right? He spoke about very untouched subjects. And we're about to see it right here. Him just spinning more truth. I didn't even know him and No Jumper had a fucking... I didn't know they had a show together. I didn't know they had a show together. I didn't know they had a podcast episode together. So let's get right into this motherfucker. I just want to see this shit. We're about to see more fucking Kevin Samuels. Man, rest in peace to him. Mr. Gadget is back. Man, the guru is back. What's up, guys? Cut the motherfucking small.
Well, coming from the church, you know, if you were in the 60s and you got pregnant, they would send you from Oklahoma up to Chicago, and all of a sudden you came back with a sister. But now I see that.
What does that mean? What's it, Chicago, and you're back with a sister? I thought they would go to different states because of an abortion. I don't understand that.
The same woman going into the church, coming in with 2 kids by 2 different men, pregnant with another, but they sit on the front pew right here, and the pastor shouting them out. I'm like, we've taken away consequence, we've taken away judgment, and also men have left the church because they're like, this is not right. So you have women being fed what they want to hear to keep them buying books, paying tithes, and all this other kind of stuff. But the men aren't in these places because the men say, I don't want this. You can do that. You want to have children, that's fine, but I don't want to pay for another guy's kids. And now the women who find themselves in that position are like, well, wait a minute. This is cool 3 years ago. No, it really wasn't. Guys just couldn't say anything because if you were in a position to have a platform to say something, you'd be deplatformed. This has only been something that's been all right to talk about in the last under 12 months. Right. So make hay while you can, right? Because it's the reality, and more women are starting to realize that if you do have kids, okay, understand what that effectively does is it reduces your overall marketplace value, and don't get mad at the market. Just adjust accordingly. It's not a death sentence.
I don't understand why girls don't understand that. It's a marketplace thing, dating marketplace. When you have kids, your value goes down. It does. Like, to the raw truth of it all, it does. Not as a human, obviously. What the fuck? You probably gain more because you're caring for another human being. As a human, your value goes up, right? As in, you're more important. More people, like, people would literally give seats up for you in the buses and shit because you have a kid, right? But in a dating marketplace where men are just looking for attractive women and women are looking for the opposite, you know, attractive men and established men and whatever you're looking for, your value does go down when you get a kid, right? Every single woman, you have a kid.
Say if you have kids, but it does mean that it's a different mating calculus, and women have this mating calculus too. If you don't make a certain amount of money, if you're not a certain race, height, look, junk size, car, y'all have a calculus. Ask a typical woman what she wants in a man, she'll write War and Peace. Ask her what she's gonna bring to the table, it doesn't even fit on the back of a stamp. There's a problem there. There's a problem there.
There was a video that went viral on
he's so cool.
Somebody's podcast or show, and I can't remember the actual name of it, but he asked the co-host, the woman on the show, he asked her, like, could you date a guy who was making, I forget what the number was, like 150 grand a year? And she goes, maybe if he's selling drugs on the side or something.
Yeah.
I was disturbed. I'm like, that is the worst thing. And she said it like she wasn't joking, which really pissed me off.
Did she have a short haircut?
I think so, yeah.
I want fast money. I need that fast money.
Right. And you want a guy who's going to be risking 20 years in jail for trafficking cocaine? And you think that's cute?
And that's the thing, too. Like, coming from where I come from, like, guys will take penitentiary chances every single day to impress other women.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean?
I know guys who had good chemical engineering jobs.
Penitentiary chances to impress other women is a bar. Penitentiary chances.
Jobs were trafficking narcotics. I'm like, you got a master's in chemical engineering, but you decided to be an H dealer? Why? Because of the clout. I'm like, all right, bro, this is nuts. So when you hear women saying that, I don't want no, and that's what really pissed me off. When I started hearing, and I don't want to mention any other content creators, when I heard women saying, I don't want no 9-to-5 guy. I need a guy who has an entrepreneurial mindset to match my flow. And I'm like, you just gonna shit on every man that works?
Right.
I got a real freaking problem with that. Yeah, I sit in an air-conditioned office and make deals, but come from salt-of-the-earth, hard-working mother effing people, and you just, no.
You ain't good enough.
Right.
And because at some point, that will be me because it keeps going. Where does it stop? And no one could tell these ladies that you're saying, I want a man. She has, would you like a man to work at the bank? Well, yeah, but and whatever. And maybe if he was hustling, doing a little fraud or something. But okay, let's just say he did all that. He did all that to get you. Then when he goes away and get his good fella sentence, you gonna stay down?
Bang bang.
You gone.
Bang
you
bang.
Gone.
Yeah,
You are gone.
Yeah. She's gone. The thing is, she wants you to do it and get away with it. She wants you to do the crime and get away with it. Once you get caught, I wasn't in that contract, baby girl. She gonna leave you, buddy. She gonna fucking leave you.
He's out of here.
Not even gonna wait a week.
You ain't gonna stay loyal. You ain't gonna stay down to Weebay. You're gonna be gone. It's a Wire reference, by the way.
Classic show.
I mean, it's pretty incredible. Like, and you got to wonder where this sort of mentality came from, or where the idea that having a 9-to-5 was a bad thing, that working was a bad thing, is just this really sort of disturbed mentality. Like, yes, it would be nice, like, of course, a lot of women would like to date a guy who owns his own business, sure, but they're not discounting there is how great it is to be able to go home at the end of your 9-to-5 and not have to be thinking about the business 24/7 like I am.
Yes.
Not to mention that having a 9-to-5 is, like, I look at AD, like, we brought him on, he starts doing podcasts with us. It's helping every other area of his business. At some point, maybe he could start a completely separate business from what he's been able to accomplish on here. A 9-to-5 is nothing but an opportunity to help you get to the next level.
See, one of the things that's going to piss women off is because men are much more numerate. We have to get into the numbers. We're cost-benefit calculators. If I go over there to take down the water buffalo, he's big. I may get him, but if he hits me with that tusk, I'm out, or I break something, I'm dead. There's a rabbit. There's not as much meat on there, but that rabbit ain't going to take me out. I'm a little tired. I'm going to fuck with the rabbit.
That's called logic, not the rapper. That's called logic. Look, yeah, it's not that much meat, but the chances of me dying to a rabbit is impossible. I'm stepping on the rabbit's brain until the skull blows up. Okay.
I'm going to snack on your ass, and then I'm going to come and get your ass in a minute when I get my boys. We laugh because we understand, because if I do that right now, I'm gone, because there's no one coming to get my back. Men have to run these numbers. So what I find is women often say, I just want the water buffalo. Go get it. Wait a minute. Do you not understand that's a different risk? So I want it.
Right.
And and I've had water buffalo before.
Very inconsiderate.
You some kind of punk? Why can't you get water buffalo? Pussy. It's like, wait, hold on. You were eating berries at your house. I can bring you rabbit, which is better than berries. Rabbits and berries may be pretty good. Tricks is for kids. But this motherfucker, you want but you want me to go get this. And you want me to go you want me to go get this thing. Why? To prove to you what? And when I do that, and if I miss, are you going to help me back to health? Nurse me back to health? No.
Fuck
You're
no.
going to eat them berries and go find somebody else to go. No. And that's what they tell these men. I'm like, what are you telling the guy? You want to do fraud to do what? To get you $50,000 to do what? Just because I need it. For what? But it's because you've had this, and I hate to use hip hop and that stuff as a culprit, because we gained a lot from hip hop. But there has been a market change from the message to the watches and the cars and this and that. But average people used to understand not everybody got a AP watch. That's a house. You were good with your Seiko 105. That's $300.
G-Shock.
Exactly, and you were good with that. You didn't think because I didn't have this, I'm less than a man because I don't have this watch. No, you're still a man. And men understand that I don't look down on you because I got a Rolex, you got a G-Shock. But when women start making the distinction saying you're a better man because you have this, then you start, because men will do what it takes to get women. But now men are starting to reject that, saying, look, I'm done. If this is what it takes, if the only men you're dealing with is over here, and then even those guys, what was the actor's name? Getting Johnny Depp. Even those guys. You got guys who are supposed to be apex alpha male, got everything else, and they're getting left. Why can't they keep them? And guys are saying, you know what? No mas, I'm done. That's never happened before, where guys have chosen to just say, no, the game's rigged. I'm gonna just put the ball down and I'm gonna go here. Now, you have an abundance of adult entertainment online now. You got, yeah, man. You got adult. Yeah. I used to keep the frat porn collection. So you got
I'm in there.
He's in porn. He's in porn.
He's
Great
gotta
guy,
make
great
it
guy.
super explicit. Hey, man, we made a lot of money on OnlyFans, my friend. Okay, guys, we want to thank you so.
No, it's RAWBYN because I've been fucking raw.